Are you a homeschooling parent unsure of how to bring art into your child's education? In this video, I'll share 3 essential tips to help you easily incorporate art into your primary homeschool curriculum. Stay tuned to transform your homeschooling journey with creativity and fun. I'm Debbie Messenger. Welcome to Sparkle Art Studio. If you're new here, this channel is for homeschooling parents wanting to add art into their home curriculum. With over 10 years of experience teaching extracurricular art, I understand the need for adding art to your students' learning. And as a homeschool mom myself, I know that sometimes it's hard to know where to start. In this video, I'll be sharing 3 tips that I learned along the way in our homeschool journey on how to get started. So if you're ready, let's go. First tip, or tip number 1, you're going to want to set up a dedicated art space or workspace. For a while, our dining room table was our workspace. And so I do recommend having something to protect your, furniture and stuff like that. So I actually went to the dollar store and got their little plastic tablecloths. But, if that's not something that you're wanting to do, that's fine. Then I would recommend either using some kind of larger size paper than what you're going to be using for your art projects. So like the 12 by 18 construction paper, or even getting some plain newsprint, that would work also. And then lastly, for the littles, kindergarten, first grade, and maybe even through second grade, I would recommend using some type of tray to hold your materials, and especially when you're watercolor painting or working with clay or anything like that. So that's tip number 1, is to set up your art space. All right, let's go into step number 2. So with setting up your space, you're going to want to have some basic supplies. I love trays like this little organizer tray. I got this at Lakeshore Learning. You can get it in any kind of teacher store. I'm sure probably Amazon would have it. And I love it because it has, now it comes with cups and stuff like that, but I like to use little buckets and things like that from different plants and stuff. Now I don't have a green thumb, so this is definitely not a grow your plant channel. This is definitely all about art. So anyway, I have all these cute little planter pot things. So I thought, oh, that would be cool for holding our different supplies. But as you can see, there's different little squares up here where you can fit all these different things. And we've got color pencils, and we've got, your basic hole puncher, glue sticks, scissors, white dry erasers, pencils. And then also I've set up a little whiteboard for when I'm teaching an element. Have them here listed when we're talking about different media, always, or have a sample of the project that we're going to be doing. And it's so cool to always have tissues on hand. But I'll tell you what, I found this at Target. Isn't this the coolest thing? It's actually the color wheel on a tissue box. So I had to get that. I'm an artist at heart, so that really helped me. And then, so you want to have, like I said, starting basic supplies are going to be your color pencils, some markers, some crayons, and then some different types of paints. Now, these are paint sticks, and I'll talk about how awesome they are. They're temper paint. And then, of course, we have the watercolor paints here. And then also on the bottom of the tray, you can see that it's holding the paper, and there's white construction and cardstock and black and all the colors. So that's really cool. And then also, I would highly recommend getting some type of modeling clay. Now, this is already open, so I have it stored, and I can give you tips on how to store your supplies once you've opened them and are using them and stuff like that. So we'll catch that in a different video. And then I also will have for you that I'll post a link, some of my favorite basic supplies that I like to use. And a lot of these you can get, like I said, one of my favorite stores is Dollar Tree. So you can go there. You also want to have like some paint brushes, all different sizes, and Crayola makes a really nice 5-packet. It comes with 5 different sizes, ranging from small to large to the fan brush. So really cool supplies, and I can go more in depth in another video on the supplies. And then the third tip, so tip number 1 was dedicated space. Tip number 2 was basic supplies that you're going to be needing. And tip number 3 is going to be to get yourself a planner, whether that is a physical. I like to see it, hold it, feel it, touch it, open it. So these spiral bound calendars are really great, or planners, I should say. But basically, they have all the things where you can plan long range, as well as you can do it on a weekly basis, and you fill in the numbers. So I do it with pencil. Now this one's a new one, but you can do it with pencil, and then that way if you want to change this the following year to continue with the elements of art, but you need to change the dates because obviously they're not going to be the same days and stuff like that, you're welcome to do that. And so basically you can plan at the year, look at the long range, you can plan for the month, and you can plan for the week and the day. So it's really cool. So that would be the physical planner. And then there's the other option where you can go with a digital planner. And simply you can use a like Canva, a app, and you can go on there and you can check out templates and see if they have, because I know that you can kind of like create PDFs and stuff like that. And so you can just go on and see if there's a template to create a digital calendar, and you can basically use the same concepts where you're planning for your year at a glance, you're planning for your month, for your week, for your day, but you're doing it through a digital version. And so that would be the third tip. All right, so just to recap for you again, those 3 tips are going to be, number 1, you want to have a dedicated workspace. Set it up in a corner or of their bedroom, like our actual Sparkle Art Studio, as you saw in the beginning of the video, is actually our guest room. And then just the other side of it is my studio. And then another thing that you can do is if you've got multiple children that you're wanting to do art with at one time, and maybe individual space is too small, then bring it into your dining room, bring it into your nook in your kitchen, and then just protect your surface. And then you want to move into those basic supplies, and have on hand always color pencils, markers, some type of watercolor palette, scissors, glue stick, paper, and then lastly, for lesson planning, you've got to plan in advance if you want to have a successful year. Definitely just knowing when you're going to introduce which element, and then also knowing what media you want to introduce, and then how to build upon them. So having that planner or digital planner is really going to help you to prepare for the year and have a wonderful, successful year with art in your homeschool curriculum. All right, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe so that you can get notified for more. And check out this video over here. I'm going to go more in depth about those basic supplies. I'll give you kind of like the low range in price, but still usable, workable at home, and then the mid range, and then of course the top of the line. So if you're wanting to know like what us top of the line homeschooling mamas use, check out that video over here. All right, friends, I'll see you next time. Bye for now, sparklers. Digital calendar templates are available on Canva. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to click on the next video to learn about the elements of art and how to create annual themes to teach them. Let's make art an exciting part of your homeschooling journey together. See you next time, sparklers. Bye for now.